Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you I say Shalom. Alright, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 10, starting from verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Alright, I brought that out because this news came out earlier this morning, about approximately 2 hours ago, about how the FDA granted approval of the vaccine. Alright, FDA grants full approval to Pfizer's vaccine. Alright, this was 2 hours ago. It's 11:47 now. I got the alert right around 9:45, so it's approximately 2 hours. And it says the Food and Drug Administration (FDA) on Monday granted Pfizer Biotech vaccine full approval in a highly anticipated move that's expected to boost vaccinations and spark more mandates nationwide. The federal agency reached the milestone of issuing the first complete authorization for a vaccine after approximately a 3 month. Well, I'm not going to read it right now, all of that. But the point is that it's been approved by the FDA now. And I mentioned in my last video, that was one of the things a lot of people were saying was their excuse for not taking it. Oh, it's not approved by the FDA. Even though the FDA is a government organization, even if it was approved by them, you shouldn't trust them, alright? That's trusting on Esau, man. That's trusting your enemy, alright? Now, the point was, again, I made in my last video that this may lead to more mandates, right? And that's what the article states. It says, in a move, vaccine full approval in a highly anticipated move that's expected to boost vaccinations and spark more mandates nationwide. All right. Now remember, this article came out around 9:45. All right. And then the New York Times released at 10:42, about an hour later. NYC will require shots for all education staff, including teachers and principals. All right. So after the approval, 1 hour after the approval, a mandate came out, man. New York City will join Washington State, Los Angeles, Chicago, which have all announced full vaccine mandates for teachers in the last few weeks. All right, New York is the latest one to be added to the list. 1 hour after the FDA approved it, man. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 10 again. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right. Even though it's not a prescription drug, it's still mandated. So it was prescribed, right? A medicine is prescribed. So the scripture goes hand in hand with what's going on. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. Aren't teachers always saying that they're underpaid, right? I'm not going to say complaining because they may be underpaid. Some of them do make money, but that's after like 20 years of experience. But new teachers with under 10 years experience, they don't get paid as well as they should. And a lot of them are jakes as well, all right? At least the ones that truly care, they're mostly be jakes, all right? So this is taking away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, all right? Now, widows being their prey, a lot of teachers are women, right? And that they may rob the fatherless. Let's talk about the students, because in New York as well, it's been mandated for high school athletes to take the vaccine as well. All right, so this is an unrighteous decree, man. New York City will require Department of Education employees, including teachers, principals, custodians, and all central office staff. Central office staff are the people that work at the headquarters, right? They're not even around students. to have received at least one dose of the vaccine by September 27th, without the option of instead submitting to a weekly testing. All right, so the option before was to, if you don't want it, you gotta get tested every week, which is still through, right? Who wants a Q-tip jammed up their nose, man, touching, tickling their brain, all right? And who knows what's on that Q-tip, all right? The new stricter mandate, which was announced on Monday, will affect some 148,000 city employees. It is an escalation in the Mayor Bill de Blasio's effort to slow the spread of the Delta variant by getting more city residents vaccinated. All right. So right now, this checks off 150,000 of the population of New York, right? Just by the city employees. It's already been mandated for the healthcare workers. So now it's gonna healthcare workers, teachers. That's gonna move to the police, right? To eventually all citizens of the government, right? And that's gonna go on to, even though healthcare workers aren't citizens of the government, but then it's gonna go on to push for more and more mandates, right? It's, oh, like it says right here, education staffers are the first group among city workers to face a full vaccine mandate. The announcement also opens the door to a broader vaccine mandate of city workers. All right, and then a lot of parents were thinking, all right, if this is going to be mandatory, I'll just do remote learning like they did last year. All right, but that's not an option this year. All right, Mr. De Blasio has been adamant that all students will return to schools in person on September 13th. All right, so that's about 20 days away. But with 3 weeks to go until the first day of classes, he has not yet said how the city will handle testing or the quarantining of positive cases, a delay that has deeply frustrated parents and educators. The city is not offering a remote learning option. All right, so everybody's going in class, man. Everybody's going in class, and it's kind of through that, the teachers are mandated to take it because it's an unrighteous decree. Because children aren't affected by this so-called virus as much as the elderly, right? They're barely affected compared to the elderly, even though the elderly are still affected at a low ass rate, man. This is the pure definition of an unrighteous decree, this mandate. All right. Now, if you go into the word mandate, a command, a judicial or legal order. All right. So now they're ordering people by their hypocritical justice system to do something that's off, man. All right. Because according to the law, it's according to the law of our power, right? The power of Israel. You Israelites are not supposed to inject your skin with foreign substance, man. Now, there may be emergencies where people may need things such as blood transfusions, but that's why we got the mercy of the Lord. But for every sickness, there's a plant, there's a medicine, there's a herb for every sickness, man. All right. The Lord created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise shall not abhor them. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. And directly from Latin, going back to the word mandate etymology, and directly from Latin mandatum, commission, a command, or order. Noun of use of the neuter past participle of mandar, to order, to commit one to charge, literally to give into one's hand. All right. Now, didn't Yahweh Bashem Yahushai mandate that the earth be given into the hands of the wicked, man? And this is what happened. The wicked are ruling the earth, and now they're giving out their mandates according to their laws, man. All right. This is Psalms chapter 106, starting at verse 40. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord Yahweh kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. All right. I brought that out because this is a mandate from Yahweh, man. He gave his people into the hand of the heathen. The people that hated the nation of Israel ruled over them. and why the nation has not gotten part of her spoils, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Verse 42, the enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. All right. This unrighteous decree is bringing a lot of, it's going to bring a lot of you Israelites into subjection, right? It's going to cause a lot of death, pain, suffering, misery, right? But all these things must come to pass before true judgment and true salvation takes place, man. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great Milton that rule well. And peace and salutations to the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom and Abad Babal, Babu Kashah, Babu Kashah, Babu Kashah.